Thank you. Nope, you dumb. Can you say dumb? Shoot, be do.
Now you got me thinking.
Hey, man, that's what you're
need to
supposed
do
to do. That's what I want you to do.
I've been thinking. I've been thinking.
I think she waking up, man. Here we go. Oh,
All
Look, I got Coke and I have coffee right here. I'm not even playing because it was a long night last night.
Be up for real,
yeah, so we are live, you guys. We are live. We got one viewer already in the building. Well, they kind of tapped out just that quick.
Uh-oh.
Well, they'll be back.
Oh, but we got two now. So it went from 1 to 0. Now it's 2. It's the double up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. And for the record, it is Gentlemen After Dark Wednesday. We got this music in the background playing. I do not own the rights to this here music, but we are playing it because we all love music. So, hey. I see you. Good evening to you. Tamara's in the building, y'all, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. Good evening to you. What? Here comes my brother. Okay. Look at there, all the way from the YouTube world. Desmond is in the building. Desmond down. Look at there.
He went to YouTube with it. Okay.
He went to YouTube. You're doing big things, man. I appreciate you all the way from YouTube. I see you. My brother, Busy, Go Wing, B-Rod is in the building. What up with you, boy? Thank you for being here. Another one from the YouTube. It's the Style Saver. What's up, y'all? That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for being here, Style. I love it. It's my little brother. He's been feeling a little under the weather, but there he is. Sir's in the building. Oops, I'm sorry. Adrian is in the building. Good evening to you, man. Thank you for being here. Another one from the YouTube world. They're catching the message, y'all. The YouTube world. Come on, let's do this. All the way from the YouTube world. Good evening. Lolo's in the building. I see you. Thank you for being here. It's my sister all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. It's PK. What's up, girl? How you doing? I see you. Thank you for being here.
Hey, now,
yeah. All the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She said, I'm here barely. That means
she's sleeping.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Candace is in the building. Look, sis, you ain't by yourself. Fuego says she a little sleepy too. So her concoction is Red Bull and coffee. Go grab you some quick. Go get it. Desmond says Rich Risings. I like that. Not grand, but rich. Get rich. That. Berdina Garrett's in the building, y'all. I see you. Thank you for being here. As always, always happy to see you here.
Right.
Thank you. That's what's up. And I think that's everybody that I've greeted thus far. Hey, we got 14 viewers. We got a couple of likes. Hey, before I forget, you guys, me. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Gman After Dark. You can also follow us on Twitch at Streetglide. Check us out. Come on. And if you don't do anything else, at least tell a friend. That sounds kind of professional. What y'all think?
You did.
Shoo, be do. How you guys feeling?
I'm
tired, boss.
I'm tired, boss. You said I'm tired, boss. Tired.
I don't know what you call, but we finna.
Okay.
We're gonna spruce it up. If I nod off,
just let everybody know. So how about this? Let me go ahead and introduce our panel that we have thus far. We have one that's out sick today, and we have one that's going to be a little bit tardy. She asked that she could flex and come in a little bit late today. So I said, no problem. But let's go ahead and start off with the ladies, because I am a gentleman all the way from the south side of Arizona. It's Fuego.
Hi, guys.
You guys all know who this guy is, but you probably don't. So no,
who is this guy?
He's got the endo smoke in the back. But if you don't know him, he is the CEO of christiandingaling.com .org. Dev, the dude Devin.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning.
Oh,
We don't call them hoes. We call them loose Christians.
Loose Christians. Dang. All the way from an undisclosed area of the parking lot. Shoot, be do. It's my little big brother, Snoopy Cliff Mellow.
Namaste, namaste.
Don't forget to like you YouTubers. Yeah, don't forget. Everybody, hit that. Anywho, man, I thank you guys for all being here. Appreciate you. And I am your host. It's your boy Onyx. Thank y'all for being here. So SCM 2023. Let's get it. Let's do it. I see my girl just tapped in. Sean Berry's in the building. Thank you for being here, ma'am. I'm happy to see you. Thank you for being here. So you know, I wanted to wait a little bit. I was trying to stall for 3 to get here. So I think I figured it out. Here's what we're going to do. Tonight's topic, I didn't put it out there. I'm going to teeter-totter from week to week, give you a topic, not give you a topic in advance. Tonight, we're going hard in the paint because that's what everybody likes to do. I do want to say thank you to everybody that was here last week for episode number 2. Hey, last week was a powerful conversation. I'm still a little waffle-daffled with that 70% quote. If you didn't see the show, tap in, watch it. It was pretty intense. We talked about family secrets. So check that out. But we got to keep this thing going, right? So, y'all ready to get this party started?
Sure.
I'm ready.
That's how you feel? Sure. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start off with the men tonight. We're going to pick on the men first because y'all are here. Now yeah, take a deep breath.
It's 3 against 1, so
Hey,
start off.
Here we go. You said 3 against 1.
It's not like that.
Here we go.
Choo-choo.
Mellow.
Hey,
What? Who did that?
none.
Who did that?
That's what I meant.
Where did that sound effect come from?
I don't know. Anywho, we're going to start off with the fellas with a great question, I think.
I love you, Fuego.
Trying to fix it up.
Yeah, you tell them. Look, Mellow, behave.
Behave. There you go, fellas. The question for tonight for you: how does it feel to be a black man?
It feels great.
Feels great, he says. Shoot, be do. Lolo says she got your back, Fuego.
Thank you.
Tamara said, behave, Mello. Here we go.
What did I do?
Nothing yet. It's what you're probably gonna do.
Oh, here we go. How does it feel to be a black man, fellas?
Snoopy, you want? Well, you say it feels great.
I said it feels good to me. I mean, it's challenging.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
But I accept the skin I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm up for the challenge. So
That's a nice
strengthening. It's like it's strengthening. You know, if we have to have tough skin. That's not necessarily saying we're just tough. We had a lot that we have to put up with. We have a lot to deal with on different levels. But overall, I wouldn't take nothing for it. Mm-hmm. Even if I hadn't had to deal with some issues with, I guess, race, I'm like, I stay over here. I'm good. I'm great, fantastic, amazing, awesome, phenomenal.
Wow. Look at this one. Adrian, he coming out the box. It's like life on the hardest difficulty setting.
Wow.
Man,
they call it veteran on Call of Duty.
Hello.
You know what that means? If you go through that means you untouchable. You can't be messed with. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, I mean,
Anybody want to elaborate on that highest difficulty settings in life?
I feel like that's pretty accurate because it's some times where it's like, oh now the game cheating.
Right.
But it's like it's not. It's just giving you all of the aspects of the game that you got to deal with, and if you can defeat it, you got to move a little different than players of a, you know, on an easier difficulty level. So yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, I love it, man. That was a great
Good one.
analogy. Is that the proper word? That was a great analogy of it. Alvin, what up with you, man? I see you. Love out loud, right? He says it feels great to be a black man. 100.
Or Simon and Theodore. Oh,
And
sorry.
and Dave Seville with the
I just asked a question. His name is Alvin.
got my eye bleeding.
Oh my goodness. Choo choo. What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Woo, shots fired. Shots fired.
Keep
Wow.
Get him, Fuego. Get him. I heard that. I don't know what other people talking about.
So Mello made the comment, it was great. What is it? Great to be in your skin? It feels
You love the skinny man.
love the skin you're in. Okay. When you look around and see those that want to be black in comparison to your blackness, if you will, fellas, what's your first thoughts when you see somebody, can I say perpetrating a fraud?
Yeah. Okay.
Revolturing. It's because Troy says all the time that people want to be black, but they don't want our struggle.
Right.
And that's they don't understand that that's it, all that comes with this. The Apostle Paul, for those who are Bible readers, said that he was all things to all people.
Come on,
And
Reverend.
we have to be that sometimes as a black man. We can't, which I agree. I was listening to somebody, and I've been sitting here trying to think of who it was. I can't remember who it was that said that we have to control our emotions. And a lot of times we, due to the stresses and strains of what we have to deal with, that's the first thing we go to. And I can speak for myself. And like I said, over the last 5 years, I've been working hard to harness that. But sometimes that's all I know, because you want to get your point across and you want to not appear weak. But there's ways you can still do that and still remain calm. And so that's where we have to harness that in. I think that's for all black folk, period, but especially black men, because, for instance, this is a hot topic. When police pull us over, they're afraid, especially if they're non-black. They're afraid because they don't treat other races, unless it's, you know, brown brothers, they may treat the same way or similar, but still we don't get the benefit. Whether it's a broken tail light, automatically it's a broken tail light with drugs in the car, guns in the car.
Get out.
All that comes with it.
Right.
So at that point, we got to learn to. We can't. Why the fuck you pulling me over? We got to remain calm, but we got to still appear strong, as if we know our rights. So that's the fine line we have to walk daily.
Yeah. We have to be more guarded in our mannerisms. We don't even have to say a word. If you stand a certain way, hey, you looking real offensive right now. What, you know?
Right.
You might just left the gym, and you might be a little tight, but to them you might look like a threat, which is how you always end up hearing, well, you know, I was afraid for my life, you know. So we had to do. But I mean, we definitely have to be guarded in our mannerisms, in our words, even our word play, because sometimes we might actually be answering the question and get that, you getting smart with me? There's no answer for that because whatever you say, now you get smart.
Right.
No, I ain't trying to get smart. Also, you know, it's whatever it is, it's gonna be made to provoke you to do something you don't need to do just so they can have a. Let me see. What did he tell me that time? Oh, give me a fucking reason. His exact word. So, I mean, that's a lot of them, not all, but some do that. Try to, you know, get you riled up just to. It's like throwing a rock, hiding your hand. That's what I see.
Right. She just joined us, y'all. She's not tardy for the party. She asked to come in a few minutes later because she had some parental things to do. It's our executive. No, it's our producer, Miss 3, y'all.
Hi, Miss 3.
Hey, peoples. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Glad you're here.
Looking
Thank
all
you.
gussy though. Were you been on a date or something? You going on a date? What?
No, I came from work. I've been working all day.
Oh, okay. You know.
But thank you. If that was a compliment, instead of saying what you were on a date, just say, "Oh, you look nice tonight." Just give credit where credit is due. That's all.
You look great tonight.
Wow.
Thank
Payback
you,
is going to get you.
Don't worry about it. You're going to close right quick. I can figure this.
So right out the gate, Miss 3. I asked the fellas this question. That's not the question.
Hey, Alski.
That's the question. How does it feel to be a black man? That's the question for the fellas. And we've been chopping that up. We've had some great responses, including it's like living life on the highest level of difficulty. So she ain't even paying me attention, y'all. Oh, sorry.
I am.
I'm just messing with you.
Telling them, get the hell out of here. I'm live.
Right.
We do. Yeah, hi 3. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Not tonight.
Hey, Alski.
Oh man,
Here we go. Anywho, any further comments, fellas, on how does it feel to be a black man?
I saw you put a couple of posts up. I was thinking that was pretty cool. PK said they want the rhythm but never the blues.
Yeah, put that one up.
Lolo said they want the swag without the struggle. All that is when the question when you said like how do you feel about when people try to, like you said, perpetrate. My thing is, okay, if you act like that, make sure you act like that. Especially if you're with me, act like that if them folk pull up. Act exactly how you acting right now. Oh, what's up, bro? Act like that if them folk pull up and start talking crazy, because that might need to happen just to get us back to the house.
Right.
Strategy. I'm being 100% honest. That's literally how it goes. So,
yeah, I concur with you. I concur. I think you know you all made some great points, especially that where you know that they're pushing your buttons to get that reaction. How often has that happened, especially down the history of slavery? You know, you sassing me, boy.
Yeah.
Who you calling boy? But it makes you really think about it, that there are those individuals that would try to push you to get up under your skin to get you out of character, if you will.
Oh yeah, there are. Yeah.
So, man, that part. Okay. If y'all don't got no other further comments to that, I'll move on to the hey ladies.
Yeah.
Hey, where you want to go?
On a different frequency tonight.
Where you want to go? Okay. To the pool. To the pool. Oh yeah, here we go. For the ladies, here we go. So the men have expressed how it feels to be a black man. Ladies, how do you see black men? How do you see them? And Fuego, I expect you to answer the question as it's written. Absolutely.
Hey, stall her out, man.
Nope, not tonight.
I think I need more content. How do I see black men in what situation?
Right.
Like, how do I see them?
I see.
How do I want to see them?
Yeah, I see strength. I see weakness. I see struggle. I see pain. I see hurt. I see a lot of different things depending on who I'm looking at.
Okay.
That's actually a good answer.
That's a she saw all of it. I love it. Can we pick one of those? Pain, struggle, strength, weakness. Pick one. Anyone you would like. And let's expound on it.
Ladies.
I thought Fuego was going to pick one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I don't know. I think just the best one would be strength. I mean,
okay. Let's talk about strength. Strength of a black man. What do you see?
what I see in my sons who are half black is I see them trying to break generational curses or generational, breaking the cycle of what went on with their father and their grandfather, and that whole cycle of how they were to not just to their women, wives, whatever, but what type of fathers they were, really men, period. So.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Miss 3.
Yeah. I see their strength as them trying to show up as the best version of them they can show up, despite what they've gone through, despite their past history. I just see them trying to show up in the best version they can be, trying to prove themselves all the time against this world, trying to show up really. I'm speaking in terms of maybe majority, but really trying to show up in their relationships as the better version of them and not the stereotypes that are put out there in terms of relationships. I think the strength represents trying to be the head and not the tail, and trying to lead their family or lead who they want to empower themselves to be. So I see that as strength. I think that's how I see black man. That's my ideal version. I think it exists. But they're just trying to show up and be the best person they can be.
Right. Man, look at y'all. Look. I hear you, ladies. I hear you. I see you, Miss Irma. I see you. We loving out loud. We loving out loud. That's what's up. So, sidebar question for the ladies. I love the responses that I've gotten from you guys. It definitely sounds very much textbook and great. And I'm not in disagreement of it. My question, I guess, is for the majority of us majority of the ladies.
Hey, you want to say something?
Well, grown folk can talk without judgment.
Right, exactly.
I'm judging.
Shoot.
Damn it.
With her drink.
With the drink. For the majority of the ladies, what you guys both described in the men was great. But there are many women who have that negative opinion and view of men. What advice, if you had any or have any, would you give to the ladies who have that negative connotation of a man, black? What advice would you give them or offer them to adjust their thinking process?
Move past your past experiences,
right?
And don't judge the future black man based on your experiences. Give them an opportunity. Give them a chance.
Right.
Give them a chance. I mean, but see the red flag. I mean, yeah, see the red flags also. You give them a chance, and you're like, oh, then back up and leave it alone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't judge it by some of the experiences we've had in dating, or some of the unfortunate experience we had in our fathers that brought us up, and what we saw our fathers, women in general, seeing our fathers do to our mothers. Therapy, like get therapy. Like for real, if you're in that situation, there's always some type of trauma. I believe when it comes to negative impressions of Black men and women having those negative impressions, usually it's because of something they experienced, and it's hard to move past that. But that's why therapy is so important, because it goes deep, and women sometimes tend to judge all other men in that same category because that's all they know. They've had these experiences. That's what their environment surrounding them by, and they have a hard time moving forward. So everything's negative to them, but it depends on their life situation. Like if you're a woman, and God bless you, but if you're a woman that's been abused, it's hard to, I would imagine, I haven't been in that situation, but I would imagine it's hard to move forward and see the positive in Black men if that's all you've known. So I think that maybe, I don't know if it's advice, but maybe just being reflective of your past, but trying not to bring that into your future and using that against other men who are really trying to show up for you and show you who they really can be.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Not to judge all by a few, or some. It's I don't know. I can't really relate to that thinking. I just take everybody individually and as they are. So
Right. L.O. Hughes says, those are the women that post to my first love talking about their sons. I guess they didn't love their fathers. Interesting. Because usually that's supposed to be a girl's first love is her dad. That's the one.
Oh, I read it different. I was reading it as in they were talking about they don't love the father of the son.
no, he means a woman's first love.
Yeah, some ladies have posted.
Yeah.
This is my first love, but they referring to their son. Like,
yeah.
And he's asking, well, what about pops? What about dad? Where you at? It made you just think, Rick, real quick right there. Like, whoa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The
son, it meant the son's father.
Yeah.
At the bottom. That's why I had got a little confused. I didn't know which.
Yeah. Yeah. What? And he says right here, look, the son's father.
No.
Son's father. Oh, the
okay.
son's father. Okay.
Because you love him.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah. I thought he was talking about her father.
Yeah.
Well, but on that train of thought, I hope I'm my daughter's first love. The son's father will be the second.
Right. Well, you can't really say that because what happens if her first love was in high school and she didn't have her son until she was in her late 20s? You see?
Well, I'm talking about a male love.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Right. Because the father is the first influence for a daughter anyway, or supposed to be.
Right.
Should be, but that don't always be the case, as we do understand and know. But at the same time, it definitely gives you something to think about. Like, well, and if you are a father of a kid or whatever, hey, are you doing the best that you could be doing? Like was mentioned earlier. Are you giving the best version of who you are?
Right.
And I wonder if Latrice put my dad is definitely my first love. I wonder if she can expand on that. What makes that? What made her dad her first love? Like what were some characteristics or some things that he did that she identified with that defined her dad as her first love?
Tommy, Yannicka, I see you, Latrice, all the way from the YouTube world. We want to know what were some of those traits. Eros. We going hard in the paint tonight. I love it. I see you, Hughes. I see you, man. I see you.
Oh, okay.
As we wait for Latrice's response. Sean says, love their dad at one point, have love for him because he created 3 beautiful children, but my first love was my son because I carried him in my womb. That's a different kind of love.
Absolutely.
Well, I got you 3. I understand.
Yeah. That's a different, yes.
It's a different love. Yeah.
That's a different love. I get it. What is it? Bone of my bones or blood of my blood, flesh of my, how's that go? You know,
blood of my blood.
My DMX.
Oh God. My
Mark.
You know what I mean? That is that rewarding feeling of parenthood.
Yeah.
I mean, I can relate to it. I don't carry no kid. I didn't carry one, but from the time that my I donated, dang it.
So
I didn't donate.
But you know what? Now I'm sitting here thinking. I'm sitting here thinking about that last comment. Was that Sean that put that up? Sean Berry?
About her son.
Yeah, it said that was her first love, right?
For her son, yeah.
So
that brings me back to who put the question about you didn't love the father.
Hello.
Put up.
Yeah.
You see how that now you can put that comment up versus what he just put up, and I do see a conflict because so you had, which happens, you had intercourse with a man that you were possibly in a relationship, but you didn't have love for him. How can you love your son first and not this man right here? Unless it was an accident.
She said loves their dad at one point. So.
Okay, so if you loved him at one point, he came before the child. So how can you say that was the first love?
Yeah, she said.
I don't know if she. I mean, she can clarify.
Love.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, she can clarify.
Y'all stuttering.
No, I'm saying I can't speak for her, and she can come back. I mean, she can put a note and clarify. But I don't think she's saying that she never. I think she's saying that she loved the dad at one point, but it's just a different type of love. When you give birth, it's just different. It's not that you don't love the either your husband or the relationship. I don't think she's saying that. She's saying I loved him at one point, but when I gave birth, that's just a different kind of love.
I understand that, but
it doesn't mean you love that other person any less.
Okay, but here's my question, which is the topic of, like I said, it goes back to the gentleman, I can't think of his name, who put up his comment.
Hello?
It is a different kind of love. But to me, it's in that category because the different kind of love is me. I love Onyx. That's a brotherly love. Like the Bible said, there exists a friend who's stronger than a brother, closer than brother. Thank you. That's Onyx to me. That love I have for him is different from the love I have for my fleshly brothers.
Sure.
So that's different. But I wouldn't say he's my first love even on that plane, because I love my little brothers first because I knew them first. Right. So if for us to make that baby, unless it's a one night stand, we're not talking about that. We're talking about a man or a woman that you cared for deeply, and for you to make that person, you have had to have a strong affinity for them. Now I understand the love once I see the baby, because I felt that once I saw my daughter, my world crashed. I never knew love like that. But I can't sit here and say that was my first love. It's a different love, I will agree. But I couldn't say that my daughter, as much as I love her, is my first love. So that's the question I'm at. How can she say that when she was with this man who she obviously loved? Which I think is the question that the gentleman asked. Did I lose y'all?
No, you didn't lose us. I just think it's gonna be. I think it's really up to her to respond, to give us a different perspective.
No, I was just explaining why I was asking that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can relate to what you just said, Mello. when my daughter came out, she was born, and immediately my whole world changed. It changed initially from knowing that I'm gonna be a dad. But when she came into the world and I got to hold her and feed her first feeding, that was breathtaking. That was crazy. That was, for me, that was just like, she can have whatever. She can get whatever. She can get what nobody can get. It used to be, my mom, I got nothing but love for you, mom. I'll do whatever for you. But now, who comes first? Sasha Pooh for me. And then everybody else, you fall in line.
Yep.
But that's just how I feel. Because that's my child. I didn't carry her, but I know that she is of me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Oh, Sean responded.
Okay, here we go. Nope, not that one. Wait.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I loved their dad at one point. And the one point was during the whole 11 years, my son was my first love. It was the purest, most unconditional love. Again, it's different. It's a different kind of love. Men don't carry, so you won't see it from my view. Okay. Here we go.
Sometimes it's hard to explain. It's I think what she's saying with the unconditional love. I just remember when my child was young, like it's still hard to explain the unconditional love. It's just hard to explain, but I totally get what she's saying.
Right. Latrice,
I get it, but I just think and it's semantics, and then, and this is my opinion. Like I said, I couldn't say that because, like I said, my daughter's love, and men don't carry it, but for those who really see that, the love I felt was instant. There's a gentleman, for all those listening, called Humble the Poet. He just wrote a book called How to Be Loved. He was on the Breakfast Club. He said that love, people go around looking for love, how to be shown love, and that can never be, because you are love. Now, how you express that or how you receive that is all up to you. So, with that being said, when my daughter came, instantly, I fell in love with her. I felt the emotions of how I'm gonna take care of her. What did I do because of the world that we're in? And once again, that's something that a woman could never understand, because, as the question said, as a black man, now I have to protect her. I have to protect her mom. I have to protect future siblings that come even after her. So yeah, I get it, but once again, semantically, I don't agree with it, because, like I said, first is numero uno. Now, if we breaking down the different versions of love, that's a whole nother topic. And someone could put up Eros versus Storge. I think somebody put that up. Yeah. And that goes back to my example. The love I have for Onyx is agape.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are different versions of love, but I'm sorry. Because to me, in that case, my mom is my first love. Because to me, there's no stronger woman that I've ever met. And I've shared the things that she's gone through on this show based on that. Now I have my daughter. That's my first love as far as my children. But for me to say her mom, I fell in love with her mom, and then to see her and then say, oh no, now this is my first love, I just don't agree with that. But once again, that's my opinion. And semantically, I think there's something wrong with that.
And Denzel, when you say how your mom was your first love, I've seen it, a post on Instagram. You may have seen it before. I don't know it by heart, but and then note that Latrice did respond to us. That he talks about a son, a mother of a son. A son is their mother. Their mother is their first love, and he lists all these reasons why. So it circles back to what you're saying, Cliff, when you said your mom, you would consider your mom your first love. But he speaks to that. and brings value to that and why that happens.
Oh yeah. I gotta
Latrice.
acknowledge. I got you. I gotta acknowledge all the way from the YouTube world, my who that brother Cliff. I see you, man. Thank you for being here.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's all right, Cliff. I got him. Who that, baby? I see you.
Raiders.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all business.
And here we go. Anywho, I see you, Latrice. Here we go. She says, my dad was a great provider, a protector, and my biggest cheerleader. As a little girl, he taught me that a man opens your door and pulls out your chair. She further goes on to say, I can go on and on about what a great father my dad was/is. I'm honored and blessed to have him as my father. Thank you, Latrice. Irma jumped in and said, I see a lot of homosexuality being exploited with Black men more than ever lately. I have nothing, against homosexuals, but I would love to see more strength and family love and values in the media, movies, TV shows for Black men than being homosexuals.
That's
I like that comment.
I feel like what the reason why that's going on is it's a divide and conquer type of strategy. Because if you can't tell your partner, hey bro, I love you, without him thinking, oh, this man trying to do something to me, trying to get with me like that on a romantic level, that's gonna drive a divide in between the people. Because now I can't tell you how I feel about you, brother. My brother can't tell me how he feels about me because it's a fear of maybe not us thinking that we are homosexual with each other, but maybe the outside world. Oh, y'all gay. Why? Because I gave that man a hug. He needed a hug. He going through something right now, but it's my brother. I got his back. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like divide and conquer. As long as you can keep everybody separate away from each other, it's easier to attack. You see what I'm saying? Because if you got one finger, it's easy to break your pinky by itself. But if you break it like that, you got to do a whole lot more work. You got to go through the other fingers as well and other bones in the hand. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like, in my opinion, that what they were just saying is it's a strategy. It's more of an agenda, not to push anything, but to keep people from being. I think it was a Tank that had this video. He said, "Our violence isn't our danger. Violence doesn't make us dangerous. Our love does. When we can say this family is together and they raised their children together and they didn't split up and they didn't have all these scandals. That's strength. You know, when you start looking at, oh man, you know, if that man is in that house and we come over to the check, we're gonna cut this check off. Okay, you gotta go. You gotta get up out of here because you can't mess up my money. Now those children don't have that father. I mean, I think we had a conversation about this on one of the previous episodes, but that's, like I said, that's my opinion. That for that specific comment, that I think it's one of those things is like, we don't really need these people to be close. We don't need these people. We don't need these men to be that tight together. Because if that man is tight with this man, if he's messing up, that man gonna say, hey bro, you need to chill out, man. What you doing? You gonna mess up everything. You gonna lose your family. But if he ain't got nobody in his ear giving them wise words of counsel, then it's like he might do it thinking it's okay because he didn't get the full perspective because all he saw was what he was looking at right there in front of him. But that's what I have.
And I think, to add to that, Devin, that has been the downfall of us as Black men. Often we don't have that strong person, that strong male figure, if you will, to help keep us in line or to realign what we're going through. We end up being individuals instead of a collective community to fight whatever the battle is. Guess what? Slavery probably would have ended a long time ago if we would have came together and stopped being an individual. There's no guarantee, but it was always a lot of individuality. One guy, I'm going to get away from here. I'm going to escape. Mm-hmm. But what happened? That one guy gets caught. The others is standing back. They not running with them. You had one master, you had the taskmaster or whatever. It was a small little niche of people that was in control of a whole bunch of people.
Right.
But they used the. I don't think you can simplify it to just that
Nah,
though, because they used the fear factor. That's where the buck breaking came. That's why they took the biggest dude out there, and they did one or two things. They whooped his ass, or they fucked him in the ass in front of
front of
everybody.
two kids. Yep.
So at that point, if he was the biggest, what are you gonna think? Well, if they did it to him, he's 6 foot something, and I'm this little. What do you think they're gonna do to me?
Right.
So that's you. It did, but to your point, it took a collective. It would have to take somebody to convince them. Look, it's 10 of us and only 3 of them.
We can
Right.
do this.
We
We
could do
can
this.
do this, but you would have to get over the psychological factor that they just did this to Ubuntu.
Yeah.
So what
Right.
they gonna do to us? So that's once again we on a whole lot of topics now.
Right.
That's why we psychologically to this day have certain issues with masculinity.
Mhm.
We got to be extra tough. It, you know, all this thing. That's why I always say when we criticize our own selves, oh, black people, we always doing this, we always doing that. I can't. Why? Why is that? You know when that started? When they brought us over here and they divided us. We got to go to the root of things.
Willie Lynch
Right.
was a bad dude, man. You read that book, it's like diabolical, and it's very short. And it starts off telling you exactly how to separate everybody so they don't ever get to the point where they have a unification. The very first thing they used was skin complexion.
Mhm.
You're better than him because you're light.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be hard for him to get you to say, "Hey man, come on, we can get away from here." Because he's like, "Well, you the bad guy. I'm up here in the house. I'm good. You out there. I'm with them. You one of them, and I'm in here. So why would I leave this? I got nice clothes. You see what I'm saying? That's the very first, and it's a whole list of things to do to separate people. You see what I'm saying?
And Ruther, to jump in, Ruther, there's attack on masculinity. They call it toxic. I think there is a such thing as toxic masculinity, and it's what I just described. When we feel we got to walk around being tough all the time, when I can't tell my brother I love him, when I can't cry, be vulnerable, which we had on the show,
Yeah.
that is toxic masculinity because then you got a kid in school who can't read and he afraid to say something, but as soon as you say, "Hey, you can't read that," he punch you in the mouth. So there, I do believe that it is toxic masculinity, and it's unfortunately in the black community that's what we have to grow up with.
Mm-hmm. That part right here, Alvin said, or should I say, Alski said, say it for me, 3. Alski, say that. How you say
Outski.
it?
I don't know.
He said, "Yeah, you're lighter than me, but can you kick my ass?"
Right,
That part right there.
exactly.
It's still, but even, I mean,
That is Outski.
it's still the same division. Man, we can fight when we get away from the plantation, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can fight when we get away from, when we get the freedom. We can fight all day long. But right now, we
Right.
can work together, but we can't do that because it's still, it's like
Exactly.
a wedge it was driven between us. And it's like we don't see it because it's invisible because it's psychological.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. Again, these are those. We talked about it. I think it was last week about the mental capacities for us, our mental wealth, our mental health.
Mhm.
Mhm.
These are some of the things that continue to damage us. And as Mello just said a few minutes ago, we're not getting to the root causes of the damage. We just kind of skim over it and push forward. And in the end, that really isn't fixing anything. Really isn't. Sean says, sad part
Mhm.
that I notice these days is some, not all women, will attack a man's masculinity, but some will.
Wow, that's
I spoke to my business partner. That's a good point on that exact same thing. He yesterday was his born day, so I called Daryl and wish him a happy born day. And he was telling me how he's spending a lot of time mentoring young black men. On Sundays he has a workout at his house, a little gym set up. And one of the young men said, can I talk to you for a minute? He's like, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I took my girl out on a date the other week, and some dudes approached me, and was like, dang, you got a bad bitch, da da da. He was like, what? And he's like, out of nowhere, two other ones came up. He's like, you heard what he said? And they started talking disrespectfully, and so he didn't get all rah rah. He tried to diffuse it as best he could and try to step away and get on into the restaurant wherever they were. And he said that by the time they came out with him around the same time, and they started at it again. So the girl at this time had called her dad in the restaurant. So he comes up there and is like, is there a problem? And the guys kind of backed down. But after that, she was like, well, why didn't you say something? Why didn't you do this? But he was thinking, there's three of them. They
unless you can throw them
Hey,
unless I
he said there's three of them, and they didn't touch you. They didn't touch me. They was just talking.
Right.
And he was like, after they got into an argument, this and that, and so he was like, Daryl told him, man, you did the right thing. He said there's a time for everything. Yeah, if they would have tried to do something, you can defend her the best way you could. But if I was you, I'm running. And you gonna drag her, but you can't fight all the battles. So, ladies, you gotta realize, yeah, running, you live to talk about it. Because who knows what these kids today, they not fighting, they shooting first.
Pow pow. Yeah, they not even just pow pow. They and bodies is hitting the flow. So
you think they got a switch?
You're right.
Okay. All right. Any further comments on this one, you guys? I think we have actually had a great conversation on this. All right. Well, I got one final question before Snoopy Cliff Mello got to get up out of here. From our viewer, one of our viewers, man, I was like, are you sure you want me to put this up as a question? Yeah, buddy. Here we go.
Gotta be a question.
So,
is the viewer
approve it?
Is the viewer present tonight?
Did our producer approve the question?
Right.
The producer don't even know, and the viewer present. The viewer is present. So, shoot, be due. Oh boy. So this final question of the evening, you guys, comes to you by way of a viewer, as I said, and here is our question. What's an appropriate amount of time to get from A to C when having relations?
I need more context. What is A and what is C? There's a couple of words that came to mind.
A might be the first date.
And C might
be the third date. I don't know.
No, I don't think that's what they talking about.
First base and third base.
What is the amount of time, the appropriate amount of time to get from A to C when having relations?
Those people.
Hey, if y'all both grown, that's up to y'all.
Y'all figure it out.
Yeah, that's just that's just gonna vary. That's just gonna vary on the chemistry and
There's so many variables in it.
Yep,
yeah.
y'all looking real shaky and safe right now. Because we ain't even looking.
Because I don't know. I think I need more information.
What does Miguel say? How many drinks does it take?
Okay, so let me see if I can break it down as it was broken.
Okay, then make it clear.
From A to C.
Okay. I was gonna say what PK is saying right now. According
PK
to
is saying, let me see.
after the test results come back.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay.
They got a doctor on speed dial.
At 3, we meeting up at 3:30.
Let me say, from the time that you take off them clothes and begin to have relations, be intimate, have sex. There we go.
Immediately after
from A to come. There we go. Is that better for y'all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
thought y'all meant, yeah.
Yeah, like when you
I'm
get
trying to keep it PG-13. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Sasha.
sorry.
I was taking it.
Hey, but hey, even that varies.
Even that's
Even that varies.
Time out.
Let's
Time out. I'm only presenting the questions that are asked of me.
Okay.
This is not my question. So answer.
Who asked that question?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Put them
okay,
out.
listener, because he said you on the phone, you on the line right now. Identify yourself. Who said this? Who said this? Come forward to the head of the class.
No, but like Mello said, there's a lot of variables in that too.
Get to the D.
Yeah, there is.
I love you, Krista. I love you. Let's just get to the D. Let's go. At least you ain't playing because the rest of them playing. Shoot.
Look, Adrian.
Yeah.
I can't.
Thank you, Adrian. From foreplay to reaching the promised land.
Y'all just fast and managed.
What's an appropriate amount of time, y'all?
But that's different.
Not 3 minutes.
Hey.
Thank you. Pause.
Sometimes it's just juicy, the right amount. It's just you can't.
What's the level of intimacy?
Y'all make me sick. All of y'all.
You know what I mean? Splash. Wet, moist, wet.
Alski said it's like buying a car. You got to test drive before you buy it.
That's what I said on the last.
You know what? The test drive ain't that long. That ain't no road trip. You just going down the road and right back. So
exactly. See,
what you say? 3 minutes.
Yeah. So as I tried to understand the question as it was presented to me, I was like,
is
well,
it a quickie.
Fuego said 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, we have a professional answer.
Who's the professional?
Bernardina.
Okay, here we go. Boom, bam. If they take care of each other, that's how long. Oh, I like that.
I'm just saying.
So, playing devil's advocate.
No.
I don't want no minute man. Fuego just said not 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
Right?
3 minutes.
So I already know what's not appropriate. Okay. Not 1 or 3 minutes. What's appropriate?
As far as a time restraint, because if that's the case,
and who busted first?
Wang dang.
Okay, you go. I'm not.
Sometimes some of the besties are just bam, bam, bam. You know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It varies. Because like I said,
on the moment,
it varies on the person, the level of intimacy, the final goal. You know, like
in the moment, like we might just need to take care of this real quick,
right?
Or we might
we can go to dinner. You know.
Right.
Exactly.
And we might just need to be intimate and music and all that. What?
Sometimes it's just come and get this real quick before you go to work or something, or before you're going out. I mean,
that part, Fuego. Take care of them, Fuego.
Look, Irma says, and trust. Alski didn't waste no time. I tried to hold out a whole 2 weeks.
Speak your truth.
Damn it, boy.
I see you, Alski.
Family secrets.
She said he wasn't bull jiving. Well, there you go.
Oh, wow. I see you. But Alski again.
You're on a road tonight.
This is what I need to find out. Am I old enough to be here? Because I know y'all are
Watch it.
On behalf of Alski, I've come with a new purpose for this button. It ain't for Mello no more. This will be for Alski for now.
Oh, wow, dude. You know what?
We see you, Alski. You ain't wasting no time. I love it.
Because he lost.
3, you know what? You make me sick too. I see you over there.
He was our first client.
It wasn't for you though. It wasn't for you.
It wasn't for Mello. This was for Alski. That's what I'm talking about.
Don't take that, Alski. We protesting. No Roger, no rerun, no rent.
Hey, I didn't do it. I didn't say nothing this time, bro. It wasn't me.
You laughing though.
My brother out of Killeen, Texas says, I would shine. If she's watching the time, just stop. Shoot, damn it. I like that, man. Oh, run it to what Mello said. Run it to the juices don't juice no more, right?
To the juice run out.
Good God.
I hope this person is really getting the answers that they wanted.
I hope they are too. I really do. But you know,
they need to say something. So
we all over the place.
we need more content now.
Sean said, "Who's watching the clock?"
Hey,
you like this, like
right?
We got a couple of more to go.
Like,
hold on,
over with.
Yeah, boy.
You'll never be in the temple again.
I love it, you guys. I love you guys, man. This is again healthy conversation for us. It ain't always gonna be the serious. It ain't always gonna be about being fun and laughing all the time. We have to have a happy medium, a happy mixture of both. This is how we're learning from each other, especially this community that we're in. You know, some of us are over 50, some of us are just under 50. But we learned, hell, we got some younger than 40. So we learning from each other. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's here participating consistently. Man, please share the information about Gentlemen After Dark. That's GMAN After Dark on YouTube or Streetglide on Twitch. For those that don't know about it, man, tell a friend. Snoopy Cliff Mello, huh?
PK said for the person that asked the question, they knew what they signed up for when they asked.
They knew they were doing.
Come on.
Open the door.
I want to know who did.
I'll tell you off the clock. Before you get up out of here, Snoopy Cliff Mello, any final words for us, man, from you?
Hey, I just want to say that I love all black men. I always say I love my community because the struggles that we've gone through is not easy. Whether you a gangbanger or did some sort of crime, there's reasons behind all of that. And if you speak or around those type people who are our age at this point, they all say it was foolishness, it was bullshit, they had no guidance. So we all just take the time to love on one another, to help one another. Like Onyx was saying, there's more of us than we think. I always like to say I'm not special. There's someone who's going through something similar or even worse. So if I can put a smile on anybody's face, I've done my job, and hopefully they will in turn reciprocate that. And I think the world will be a better place. With that said, I'm wishing everybody namaste, healing energy. Until next week.
Thanks, Mello.
Thank you, man. Love you, bro.
Love you guys.
Cliff Mello, y'all. Snoopy Cliff Mello.
Good night.
Man. Too funny, but I love it, y'all. I love it. Alski, man, I see you one more time because I know you on your way to that pharmacy. Run. Alski is on the way. Don't waste no time. Get to the pharmacy, boy. I love it. Y'all, look, y'all make me sick, but I love y'all, man. That's what's up.
I was just sitting over here in the corner
with the endo smoke. Here we go.
It's foggy. It's like the weather crazy. So
endo smoke called
fog. It's fog, y'all. Look.
Hey, endo smoke could get you past 3 minutes, I'm sure, right? Or no?
I'll answer it off the clock.
You have an answer.
No.
Well,
I have an answer off the clock too. I have an answer. Back in
I
the
don't know.
day
I
when
don't
was
do
young,
no
I'm not
endo
a
smoke.
kid.
I don't know none of that. Oh shoot. Well, y'all got any final thoughts, any comments before we call it a night for tonight? Anything?
I just thank y'all. Like, thank the crew and the audience for always allowing this to be a safe space to have some real raw conversation, and also this flip side to the humor of it all. when we have those moments. So just thank you to the people and to you guys for us being able to do that.
Right. Look, Latrice said, to each his own. To each his own. Appropriate time is based on the individuals and what they feel is appropriate. Hey.
Damn, there's that person's answer.
You might not have but 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Before you gotta leave.
Fuego already let you know that. Might be before work.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Stop playing.
You know what? You
might be. Listen,
no 5 minutes.
They might work at the same place and they on a 15-minute break.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
That's how you
There's a lot of scenarios.
Sounds a little sneaky, but okay.
I'm not gonna comment because I ain't even
not my experience. I know some folks that have used their break.
Oh my
wisely.
goodness. She said to y'all, bus. Woo.
Stop.
Oh shoot. Till we can get some yeah, that's it, right? No. I ain't messing with y'all no more, man. That's gonna be our time, man. We appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in to Gentlemen After Dark, a place where grown folks can talk without judgment. That's what this is all about. We're not psychiatrists, psychologists, nor are we gynecologists, but we do want to provide us a place where we can just have conversation. If you think you got a great question for the grown folk them, please send it to me. I don't mind. I'm definitely willing to post it for them to answer. I love their responses. They don't know about it until the show when y'all see it on this here screen. So let's get it in. What PK say? Ew, Onyx. Why not? Ain't there some songs called Sex Faces or something? No. No.
Faces.
Only you would know about those songs.
I don't
know. Music maestro.
I love music. What
yes,
can I
you
say?
do.
So, from the desert to the sea and to all the cities in between, we at Gentlemen After Dark, we thank you for your time, your energy. You could be anywhere you wanted to be, but you chose to be here with us. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same channel. Good night, y'all.
Peace.